Chuck Boyd. One of the most tragic situations that an individual or a family faces is a wrongful death situation. A wrongful death situation is when a loved one or a relative is killed out of a medical malpractice case, a car accident, or an industrial accident, or some other sort of horrible, tragic situation. In order to protect your rights under Ohio law, you have to file something called a wrongful death lawsuit. In order to protect people's rights, we wrote a book called the Ohio Wrongful Death Book. The Ohio Wrongful Death Book explains the whole wrongful death process under Ohio law. It explains your rights, your responsibilities, how to pursue a case, what type of damages you collect. Under Ohio law, you would appoint an administrator or an executor to protect the person who's died, their legal rights. An administrator is appointed if the person died without a will, and an executor or an executrix is appointed by the will to pursue the rights of the person who died. This has to be filed with the probate court where the individual was living in at the time of the person's death. Under Ohio law, the estate is the only individual who can pursue a wrongful death case. There's a lot of complex issues, including who are the beneficiaries under a wrongful death case, what type of damages you collect, who you can sue, and what are the rights and limitations. That's why we ask that you request a free copy of the Ohio Wrongful Death Book to discuss this complex situation, and we at the Charles Boyd Law Offices would be happy to discuss these issues with you in detail.